Hi, Dr. Kaufman from Pediatric Associates of Barrington, Division of Pediatric Trust, and my daughter Jordan Kaufman, a master's candidate for expressive arts therapy and mental health counseling. Just here to say hello again. Hope you all are staying happy, safe, and well. We wanted to briefly discuss today about a concern that I have seen in the office recently, and some maybe some tips that Jordan can give us on how to help our children adjust and adapt to the concept of maybe the new norm, which is masking. Um, as you all know, the mandate is currently, at least in our state, if not most states, is for masking in public for children 2 and above. And in my pediatric practice, as in most practices, we heavily screen both staff and patients coming into the office, as well as their guardian or parents, and also require them to wear a mask. And one of the things I've noticed is that the concept of masking in a child at various ages, specifically 2 and above, but certainly from the 3 to 6 to maybe 3 to 8 age range, it no question experientially in my mind has increased the level of anxiety for the experience in our office. I think both on the part of the parent and their child, and has been difficult in terms of maintaining some of the relationship that we've coveted and developed over the last several visits. Specifically noting that seems to be more difficult for the child to be comfortable in our office with a mask on. Interestingly, increasing their anxiety, and interestingly noticing that when we do their measurements and vital signs, that their pulses and blood pressure seem to be a little bit elevated in comparison to previous visits. And so Jordan and I thought we would present some tips and pointers using Jordan's experience in expressive arts therapy and mental health counseling, and give us some pointers for how to possibly help your child through the experience, not only in a physician's office, but in various public places that maybe will allay some of their fear and anxiety about wearing a mask, as well as potential lack of facial recognition in a way that they're used to, so that the experience is enhanced. And hopefully that helps everybody. But our measures that Jordan will present will target 3 categories. One is the parent of the child and things that they can do either ahead of the visit and also during the visit in preparation to help their child through the experience. 2 is, if the child is old enough, some breathing exercises and mindfulness exercises that the child can do to help them calm down with maybe the sensory integration overload or dysfunction of having a mask on their face. And also what the pediatric office or the public location can do to also help that experience become a more positive one for the child. So Jordan, give it to you.
No, you pretty much said it all. It was awesome. All I'm going to add is that we're working with the tolerance of stress within the child. So finding ways of working with this reaction of something that is completely new and extremely stressful, and working with the physiological symptoms of that. And by doing that, working through the nervous system in ways that we know regulate or co-regulate the child through the perspective of the child, the parent, and the physician and or teacher, the provider, whoever it is, being able to offer that relief in a really quick and hopefully long-lasting way and in little bursts, so that as these things keep happening, we introduce a culture of calm, a culture of this is how we adapt to different life situations, and this is how we are going to move forward in this new situation that we all have. So hopefully we can unmask the stigma of masking.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
got that in there.
We thought we would present those as 3 separate videos, so that if you wanted to go back and refer to them individually, depending on what your experience is and who you are, that would be better, because so they don't get too long. So we'll title each of them appropriately and refer to this video. briefly, but they will be 3 separate additional videos.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.